Oh, that person straight up just vanished.
All right, time to break the servers real quick.
Okay, hi, hello. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yes, we can.
Hello.
Yo, hi.
Hello.
Okay, I'm nervous. Okay, hi, I'm Klaufir.
Oh.
And, this is Answered Prayers. Thank you, Hio, and everyone from the YNOnline project for inviting me to the server and to do this. Wow, there's a lot of people here. Hi. Hey. I recognize some of you. Great. This is great. Okay, oh gosh, where do we begin? I guess we should go. We should go to the shrine. Oh, this is weird. Oh, this is weird. What's following me? I've streamed this before for people, but I don't think there were even that many people. And also it's sorry. Okay, so I've never done it online with it like this with people too. So yeah, yeah. I don't mind if you guys want to talk and chat too. That's totally cool. Million doors opening. I'm gonna be giggling about that for a bit. It's really funny to me because like this is this is such a lonely game. And the whole time I made this game, it was save my progress. I save my no progress. We get a lot of nuzz in the chat. Well, not in the chat, in the game. Okay, so where do we begin? Has everyone played this game before, or is this like some people's first time playing it? 1 million people. Oh, don't say that.
I've never played it, so I'm excited for it.
I've beaten this game like 3 times before. I love this game.
Well, it's unbeatable, but thank you.
I've played this game a few times.
As
Really
beatable
funny.
as you can get.
Wow, okay. Sweet. Oh, I'm excited then. I'm still very nervous, but not too nervous. So, okay, so for anyone who hasn't played Yuminiki, this you normally sleep. You're a hikikomori girl who does not leave her room, and then you sleep to enter the dream world. So in this game, it's a shrine. Oh, there's so many people here. In this game, it's a shrine. I don't think the debug is in this, is it?
No, there's no debug.
Okay, yeah, this is the version I took the debug out of. That's okay. Debug helps, but it's not necessary. Oh my gosh, there's so many people. People already have effects.
People are cheating. Can't believe it.
No,
Wow.
it's fine. It's so funny to see. So yeah, so in this game you enter the shrine. The premise is very loose. It's just that she runs away from home, and Florette runs away from home, and she takes refuge in this shrine. And that's all you really need to know. I mean, like, there's everything else is kind of open to your interpretation as the player. I always wanted to leave it pretty open-ended. Yeah. Master the triangle. Like, I hear people playing guitar. Heck yeah. This is really funny and really cool. Okay, so can we make the symbol on the ground? Yeah, we can all get into the thing, not swastika. If anyone's wondering, by the way, I've had a few people comment on that, and I always feel like I should say something. That symbol is based on, like, if you look at shrines in like East Asia, sometimes they have a symbol that really looks like a swastika, but it's not the same thing. It's like an ancient thing. Yeah, the Buddhist.
Yeah, it's a manji.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, thank you. Forgotten the name. And I always liked how cool and like auspicious it looks, and I thought the idea of having it be the hub with the 4 worlds connecting to the 4 arms of the symbol would be really cool. So here we are. This is the hub world in YNOnline is like a like a dream thing. Is
It's called the Nexus, I'm pretty sure.
the Nexus? Yeah.
Alrighty, so where are we starting?
I guess let's start in the snow world. I guess this is the first one I made, I think. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Where to begin?
The door.
The hive mind. Yeah, this is so funny. So the snow world was one of the first things I ever made in RPG Maker. Probably not the first thing. Yeah, everyone click this. You'll need this. You need this little thing. There's 4 of these, and we have to find all of them. That's one of the little environmental puzzles in this world. There aren't many of them, but like there's a couple of them here and there. I made this world because I wanted to test the reflections on the ice. So like when you see ice, you can see how the sky is reflected. I don't know where I'm going. Most of you at this point probably know this game better than I do. But those of you who have played it, hello. Looking for the. It's so funny. Oh, here's one of these girls. They back away from you if you speak to her. Please don't hurt. They can be killed with the shovel, but I don't know how it works with the syncing. Like if anyone kills one of the NPCs, does it disappear for everyone, or are they like
No.
Nah, that's not
Okay.
synced.
Yeah.
Yeah, NPCs
For
are not synced.
good reason.
For good reason, because then like there'd be nothing left. Yeah. But yeah, down here is where you have to come after you add the. So you can see there's 4 flames, 3 now missing. Yeah, so that reflection, that's just an RPG Maker texture in the background. Fine.
Yeah, I knew it.
And I just wanted to test if it would look cool as a reflection like that, and it did, so I just kept it. So this is like the simplest world ever, pretty much.
TP.
What now? Oh, there's one.
The sky.
Hello. We got 2. Oh, there's another one over here. Yeah, this game. What can I say about it? It hasn't been that I haven't said already. It's a YNOnline fan game. It's based on a lot of my own dreams, and a lot of stuff I like too. Like I put a lot of. Yes, I did. Yeah, thank you to whoever did that. It was really cool. That fire barrel takes you somewhere, but I want to do the thing first. I want to find the other. I'm lost. Do we already get this one? No, that's the bottom. I don't mind just wandering though.
Yeah, wandering's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
guys.
glad
If you have
I've
any
kind of
questions,
forgotten my own game.
guys, if you have any questions, you don't want to use your mic, feel free to type them into global chat or type them into text chat on the Discord. I'll be happy to read them to Klau.
Thank you so much. Okay, that's the 4th one, I think. That's the last one.
Sweet.
So now, if you've found all of those with us, we can all come down here.
Catnip, we are in the top right door, the snow world door.
Oh yeah, the snowy world. We're in the snowy world. Ram, I'm not sure. They're kind of all over the place. They're kind of scattered. There's 4 total. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 around the character, but you only need to refill. You'll need to fill in 4. The other ones are already there, and they're only in that snowy world. So like if you end up in the icy world, if you talk to the flame barrel, none of them are in there. They're only in the snow world. But if you get them all, it brings you here to this bus. This is the Christopher McCandless bus. In fact, this is the bus from the cover of the book, Into the Wild. If anyone's read that, seen the movie, same thing, same story. This doesn't necessarily represent him. I can't even see where I am. Where am
Hey, good luck finding yourself in the pile.
I?
Oh dear.
I have no idea where I am. Oh, I found myself. Okay. I'm trying to navigate around the bodies. So yeah, the dead person doesn't necessarily represent him. I was very moved by the idea of someone, sort of passing away in this bus, and it seemed really evocative, and I didn't mean it to be like disrespectful or anything. I just, I really liked that, and it was just one of the first things I was like trying out. Wait, did I not get the thing? Oh, I didn't get the thing. I thought I did. Go down. I'm so lost. I cannot see where I am. Wait. There I am. Okay, wait. One up.
Long
Up.
live offline mode.
Got it. I got it. Okay, I finally saw the little message pop up. Hello. Okay, this doesn't do anything, but it's pretty. There was going to be a thing where you can combine the halo with another prayer, wings, which I didn't add, and you could become an angel. I was going to be a prayer with like utility.
Ooh,
powers.
where'd you go? There you are. All right, cool. We're back in the main snow world area.
I just kind of wander around without thinking. Let's go back up. Let's go back up here. So Halo was one of the first prayers I added, and it was basically just a test, like to see if I could things. A lot of answered prayers was made by opening up Yuminiki in RPG Maker and looking at how it was put together, and looking at like the code, and realizing that I cannot understand the way Kikiyama coded a lot of that game because he's smart and he uses a lot of like event calls, and I can't read Japanese, and I definitely couldn't parse the garbage that it turns into when you look at it in the code. So I just kind of had to guess a lot of the time. I learned a lot by opening up other RPG Maker fan games. So Tuki, Dotflow, and even some other of the English-speaking fan games that were being posted on Yuboa-chan. I should mention Yuboa-chan because I started there. Like, Yuboa-chan was like my jumping point for a lot of this. Nico. She's harmless. Just don't... But yeah, shout out to Yuboa-chan. Anyone who's from Yuboa-chan. I have always really loved that community. It was really... it was really chill. It probably still is. It was very dead.
Yeah. I'm from there. It had a rough part of its history.
It had its kind of internet-y, 4chan-y parts. But it moved slow enough that you could like catch up with the whole thing in one day, which was kind of interesting. By the way, Meow. To answer your question, Korins are a thing in the world that I was making and technically still am. Oh, the blue ones teleport you. Shit, I forgot about this. If you talk to that blue snowy girl there, she teleports you to this, which... Go anywhere? Man, I added this late. In development. This wasn't here for like most of the game's development, so I'm kind of like forgetting what this is. What is this?
Where
I
am
know
I?
what this is. This
This
leads to the city. I don't think it leads there if you haven't been there already, though. So this only leads there once you've been there. But anyway, I'm coming back. Stay there. I'm coming back to the ice world. This isn't gonna work anyway. I'll show you guys this later. Korins are elementals, basically. They're like these little furry dudes that I used to draw, like little fuzzballs. And they went through like a billion different iterations and a billion different names. When I was a little kid, I literally called them fuzzies, and they just kind of went from there. And they ended up being like, cycling through all these different like names and like what they are and like why I was drawing them. And mostly I was just drawing them because I couldn't draw people yet. That's why I don't really draw them anymore. But they're still a thing in that
Stay
world.
around here.
Sorry, I'm walking off a little too much. I just kind of wander.
You're good. It looks like people are over in Forest World if you know how to get there.
Yeah, I can go there. Yeah, and if anyone gets completely lost and just wants to reset, you can do the thing. How do you do it again? I don't even remember. It's my game. I don't remember. I don't have a number pad on this. Oh, I just did it. Okay. Back. All right, I'm coming back in. Hang on. I just want to make sure that works. On my old computer, pressing 9 on the number pad worked, but pressing 9 on the keyboard did not work. Hang on, let me get back there. Am I still even online? Oh yeah, I am. Okay, hi, I'm back. Going back to the ice world. So yeah, if you press 9, if you get lost, you'll wake up back in the shrine, because this is just like a dream, basically. She's visiting like the spirit world that's contained within this shrine. Or, you know, whatever you want to imagine it is. Okay, I'm gonna go directly... Where is the forest world? I don't remember. I'm gonna go directly north from the fire barrel.
Oh, looks like I will listen to some people.
Yes, I did produce all of the music in this game. I made it with FL Studio... Oh, there it is. FL Studio Org Maker, which is the tool that Pixel made
Cave
for
Story.
Cave Story. I used that for the 8-bit stuff. And I used a few other things too. I think I used just like some of this is just samples from Freesound that I put together. So I didn't make, quote unquote, make this music. I just put this little thumb harp sample with the forest noises, and that's it. So if you go up here from the entrance, there's a little door that looks like the door to the shrine. It is a shrine. It's the shrine world, I guess. I always thought of this as kind of like the true shrine. Like to actually even get to it, you have to go into the spirit world. On there, but someone found the thing. This is one of my favorite prayers. The only reason I don't use it more is because it's low, but it's very cute. Because Paracasas are really cute. I had a general kind of idea to make the game deal with a lot of like Japanese folklore and stuff, and like Shintoism, but I didn't really stick to it very hard because I still wanted to have like creative freedom to just do whatever I wanted. So it's sort of a light theme the game has. This song was made in FL Studio with a VST that was just like a Toto sample. And that's it. Like that's literally all it is. It's just like it's like a VST playing a couple notes. Women. It'd be better if only Cloud used the halo. No, it's fine.
There's not much there.
Someone's got the tentacle effect. That one went through a lot of development and changes, and I might change it back eventually if I were to. Oh, spoilers. Never mind. Forget I said that. So anyway, oh, there's the spider. Let's go talk to the spider. He takes you here.
Spider.
This was gonna be something, but it's not. So I guess you can just enjoy it for what it is.
There's sunflowers here, pretty poggers.
Yeah. This is based on a painting I did, and I was gonna flesh it out into a whole world. But I just didn't have the time.
Can we all
That's
gather
like-
in here to take a picture?
What now?
Can we take a picture of everyone? Like,
Oh yeah.
much
Here, let's
They
go.
left.
Yeah, we can do that. But
We can go back.
I have to find the spider again.
You gotta find the
Spider
spider
hive.
again. That's hard to do. We are currently in the forest. We're all lost.
Spider
And
hype.
it's hard to really organize like where we are because we all look the same. Someone's got the sandals. I'll go get the sandals next. But I figure there's no rush for this, so it's like, no worries. Oh my god, where is this damn thing? If I'm having this much trouble finding it, are we all going to be able to make it? There it is. Found it. There he is. I don't know if it's in the same place for all of us. But I found it. Oh my gosh, that's so cute! Everyone's here! And right here, over to the side. No! God! Okay, don't stand on the side. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I feel so dumb. Use Caracasa to face forward at the top. That's a really good point. I forgot how my own game works, so I thought you had to be pushing against the side to leave it. Had it.
Picture
Oh, there it
made.
is. Sorry. Run. Okay.
Alright, I don't
so
think
cute.
I have an account on the site, so I don't know if I can talk in chat. I'm assuming I can't.
You can.
You can?
You can
Yeah, I
make
think
it
you can just be a
temporary.
guest.
Yep.
Did I miss any questions, by the way? I hope not.
Nah, I was
No,
just
looking
gonna
good.
say I love the sound design in this game. It's really well done. Like
Oh,
it's
thank you.
like compared to the other games, like I don't know, a lot of the games are like more ambient or music focused, but this feels like the whole package, you know? Like I don't
Thank
know,
you.
it really sells it a lot better, I guess. That's all.
I wish I had something to say on that note, but I really... The whole thing was just kind of like me experimenting. Oh, there's a free spot over there.
Clout, Mush Noah is asking, will Answered Prayers ever get another update or a sequel?
Okay, so up until, like, now, I would have said no. But honestly, the amount of support I've gotten from the community over the years and the amount of interest people still have in this game is, like, really, really making me reconsider, honestly. Like, I'm kind of feeling like maybe I will at this point. Like, I have RPG Maker. It's installed, even? And, like, I have all the assets that I used to make this game. So, like, I mean, I don't know. I kind of want to now. Like, you've all made me want to at this point. So, maybe, yeah. I mean, like, who knows? It would probably go through a lot of changes. Probably be some things I would, take out, some things I would add in. But can you put me in the game? It says Blady. No, maybe. But yeah, I took a screenshot of the, here, I'll post it in the thing. Oh, everyone's posting theirs, so I'll post mine too. Although I think we all got pretty much the same one if we're all on the same screen. That's really, really cute. I like how the names are just a big jumble. There's mine. Okay, I'm gonna wake up now. I'm just gonna hit 9 and wake up back at the shrine, since that's kind of a dead end, that area, if you get the Caracasa. You gotta press, excuse me, Z or enter to stand up.
Let's group.
Again,
Oop, go ahead.
oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say we can regroup in the Nexus for everybody. Anyone who's lost, just come back to the Nexus.
Yeah, anyone who's lost, we're gonna regroup now, so go ahead and press 9 wherever you are in the world, and it'll just wake you back up, and then you can come out here, and we'll reconvene in the... Everyone's sitting down. This is so cool. Oh my god. So, yeah, no, continuing on with that thought, I don't know. I kind of want to now. I don't know what exactly is going to become of the game and how far I'm getting. Like, I'm not going to promise that, like, I'm not going to promise anything, but I have a strong interest in playing around with this more because I've grown so much as an artist since I made this and, like, as a person, and I have so many new ideas that I feel like there's things in here that I still love. Like, I love the whole snow world. I'm going to keep that either way. There's other worlds that are like, they're definitely, I'm not gonna get rid of any world, but like some things need a serious update. Yeah, look at all these florets. I think this is even funnier. I'm gonna take a screenshot of this too. This is...
Someone asked in chat, does the money do anything in this game?
It did, and it was going to, and if I work on the game again, getting more likely by the second, yes, it... At one point, you had to get the sandals. You had to find them broken, and then you could take them to a Chimiko in the city area, and she would fix them. Let's go get the sandals. If anyone hasn't not found the sandals yet, it's in the green door here on the bottom left, and it's literally just right over here. I made them pretty easy to find especially if you know where to go, because literally there are guideposts. These little symbols here. Going off to the left will literally just guide you there. The sandals are I got them from watching Princess Mononoke as a kid, and like the one guy has like the really tall sandals that he just like runs on really fast. That's literally where they came from. I was just a huge weeb, and I actually owned a pair of these. Actually, you know what? I owned more than one pair of these. I went through 2 different pairs because I broke one, and then I was like, I want the one. These are my favorite sandals. I no longer have any. They're really cheap though. The site I bought them from was like, she's just good. That's how she doesn't fall. Let's see. While we're in here, there are some other things we can find. Although this world was redesigned so many times that I do not remember much about it. Okay, here it is. So if everyone finds this triangle thing, there's like a graphical error here.
Wait,
We're still down where the sandals were.
Let me come back and see if I can like guide you guys here. That's the problem with these types of games, is like getting lost is part of the experience. You left. Yeah, okay. So if anyone is still, here we go. Okay. Go a little bit north of here, like this. Go up to about this thing here, and go right. Go back down where I am, and then go right from here. Should be able to find it. Yep, there it is. So this little graphical error thing takes us to the glitch world. This was also one of the first worlds I made, because it was just mostly experimenting with graphics in RPG Maker and like getting them to do anything and how it works. These were made with like a lot of sharpening. Like I overused the sharpening tool in GIMP until I got these just really fucked up, like bizarre looking shapes. So that's what this is. A lot of fun. It was a lot of fun to make because there was no rules. I was just like, well, it's a glitch world, so it can look like anything. It can be as broken as I want it to be. Yeah, and then over here there is a little glowing pad, and that'll take you to a single room that loops infinitely, and you can get the chroma key Dreamcoat prayer in here. Let me know if I'm going too fast or if I'm losing anyone behind.
I don't know where you are.
We should probably walk.
I think I'll go back to walking. Yeah, I think the sandals, they make it a little too easy to leave people behind. Okay, let me... Here. Is anyone, like, completely lost? Like, is anyone, like, where am I? Like... Well, I'll help you find it. Looking for the sandals? Okay. If you're looking for the sandals, wake up. I'm gonna do it over. So wake up, and then go back in. Go by the entrance to Glitch World. Okay. I'm sorry. It comes back to my memory, and then I just sort of go. So if you're looking for that Glitch World and the sandals, come out here to the Nexus. Go in this green door here, on the bottom left. And then from the green door, I'll wait here until everyone who's lost, go ahead and I'll wait till you get here.
Hey guys, we're just gonna formally request people not use the sandals. It's just too easy to get lost, and it's just making things a bit more difficult.
You can hear people going little dudes. Yeah, they glitch out if you talk to them. Fun. Oh, someone killed one, I heard it.
This is so
like people
sad.
have already gone and found the shovel.
I don't believe so,
no.
Jojo, no.
Yeah, we have not gotten anywhere near the well yet. Did what had to be done. Oh my goodness. Okay. Is anyone still finding their way here? Are we all good here? Wants to be here. The glitch world with us, or not the glitch world, the green world. Am I also? Did I sit down or something? Can't move. Oh, I'm not tabbed into the game. I was like, why can't I walk? Okay. Okay, so from this little area where the door is, go to the bottom left, yet again, and you'll see this little 2x2 tile here. and then you'll see another one, and you just keep following these. They will lead you right down to the sandals. But again, I'm not going to use them for the tour because it's too easy to leave people behind.
Yep. We have a question in chat. What's your personal favorite effect, Klau?
That's a tough one. I would need to remember what they all are. So ask me again once we've found them all, because I'm actually forgetting a lot of them, I think. This is a contender, the one that Miss has here. I really like the monochrome effect, and I've always been really I always liked what it does, how it blinks everything black and white for a second. Okay, so now that we're here in the little sandal grove, go do right from here. Oh wait, no, don't go do right from here. I'm sorry. Go up back to this 2x2 tile here, above the sandals, and then from here we're gonna go right. Go do right from there.
We got a couple more questions.
Yeah.
Which part of the game was hardest to code?
Definitely one of the spook events, I think. No, actually, no. Those aren't that hard. Oh, wait. I passed it. Sorry. Over here. This triangle thing with this little glitching out graphic here. This is it. Okay, so this is the glitch world. I found it now. Read in the chat. There's a funny sensor beep. It was meant to be like a TV when you get the bars on the TV when it's has no signal. So if you go left from the entrance of Glitch World and then there. This is a very small world, so it's not too hard to find. It's not too hard to write yourself if you get lost. Right here, yeah, people are jumping around it. There's a little glowing thing on the floor here you can stand on. I'll stand away from it so people can find it themselves. In there is where you find the chroma key dream code. I'll just wait out here. I already went in there. Excuse me.
Another question from
chroma key
chat.
dream code is. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead, explain.
I was just gonna say it's Boards of Canada song. So if anyone's ever heard of that band, it's just a reference to that song. The song doesn't have lyrics. It's just that when I hear the term chroma key dream code, this is what I thought of. So really all it is.
Another question from chat. How did you first hear about Yume Nikki?
I heard about it from, I was in a anime forum a long time ago, and we would discuss, games and whatever, and someone recommended it to me, and they said I would really like it, so I started looking it up. Oh, if you have an effect equipped, just hit shift, and it'll do the thing. But this one doesn't do anything. It's purely for aesthetic. I just wanted to see if I could do it. It was one of those things can I actually make this happen? And yes, I can. I feel like I haven't answered that other one either, the one about what was hardest to program. I'm not exactly sure if there was a single thing that was the most trouble. Honestly, the hardest part of programming an RPG Maker game is dealing with RPG Maker if you don't know all of its quirks. This was made with RPG Maker 2003 in particular. And because of that, one of the quirks of that program is... I'm going to wake up now and go back. I'm going to reset again. I love it for aesthetic, but in terms of mechanics, it is... Yeah, it's kind of hard to... It's hard to use. It's not hard to use, but it's hard to do some things. And one of those things that it has a lot of trouble with is the PNGs. When you import them, sometimes it'll say invalid PNG, and it was so fucking hard to figure out, excuse my French, what to do in that case. And I did figure it out finally, but it's a hassle. Now that I have a solution, I'm more confident with it, though. Okay. So that's 2 of the main worlds down. Let's go to this one, I guess? The top left, the machine world.
And yes, guys, everyone's game lags for a second when you load into here.
Yes.
Panorama.
Yep.
Yeah. There is a animated background here, which is broken, but that's fine. It could be worse. It was more broken before. This looks better than when I was working on the game, I feel like it being on this platform fixed something, because it had like a visible seam before and it doesn't anymore. But those gears were not supposed to be like flickering through colors like they are. That was a mistake. I made those gears in 3D Studio Max and exported them as a series of PNGs for an animation. And I can't believe it worked. I literally can't believe it worked. Those are literally modeled in 3D. I shouldn't have done it that way. I should have just like done a 2D animation. But I did this. I'm insane, and because I was in a 3D modeling class at the time in college. People liked it though.
Hey, I just got back from the bathroom. Where are we at right now?
We're in the machine world. The gear world. Top left from the Nexus.
Top left.
And
okay, thank you.
It's not very big. It's another one of those ones that it takes a little bit of walking around to kind of find your way. But then once you do, you found it.
These step sounds are really funny.
Clow, are you in Gradient World with us?
Yep.
I'm about to enter Gradient World.
Hey guys, let's go back to the door then. Excuse me.
The door to Gradient World, or is anyone still like kind of lost finding their way to here?
Let's just wait by the door in Gradient World, guys.
Yeah.
Let the stragglers catch up.
So if you're lost, if you're in Gear World and you don't know where to go, this guy is in my way. I should have got the shovel. One of these little gear dudes is in my way. God damn it. Oh well, I can't go back. It will happen to you too. So there's a door in Machine World that is like bright pink. It's on like a little platform off on its own. And it's not too hard to find. The hardest part of it is just getting past the little gear dudes if they get in your way. This is not one of the first worlds I made. And I don't really have much to say about it. It was one of those things I started putting assets together and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. And that was it. I like it. I like the way all the little dudes, little dot things kind of move in sequence. Somewhere around here, there should be a
We're heading
one
to the
that
right,
is
guys.
different. To the right.
Oop, I found it.
You found it?
Yep. We're in Clock World.
And a lot of
Wait,
there it is.
where?
So you're looking for one of these. So if anyone is lost, we went through. I gotta talk to it. It's gonna keep moving. If anyone's really lost, we went through Machine World and we ended up in Gradient World, which is like that pink door, and then there's a red and blue dot NPC moving around, just like all the rest of them, but it's red and blue instead of white and black. And that one takes you to Clock World. Clock World is one of the more recent worlds I added, all things considered. I kind of like. It was like one of the later updates that I added this one. And I'm pretty pleased with it. I feel like this world turned out really fucking cool. There's not anything here. Like, there's no effects, I don't think, but it is just, like, visually one of my favorite worlds. Visually, it might be my favorite world. Jury's still out on if I have a single favorite world. It's either, like, this or maybe the underwater lab world. Oh yeah, this guy makes a noise if you talk to him. That's the poison sound effect built into the RPG Maker RTP.
RTP assets, my beloved.
Oh yeah. I tried not to use too many assets from the RTP, but when I did, I tried to like edit them in a way that they're not like super recognizable. Like I really like the poison sound. I just didn't want to just like use a straight up file from the RTP. I think that's everything in here. There's not much in here. What is this one with the hands on the clock? Oh, there's something in. Oh, this is an entrance to the worst world in the entire game. If anyone goes into the door with a clock that has no hands, that takes you here. And I love the way this little area looks with like the the bench and everything in this background. But unfortunately, my hell world is one of the worst hell worlds. I can't really defend it. I've gotten a lot of criticism for it, and I don't personally like it. It's not finished. There's not much to say about it. It's just an enormous maze. It is very difficult to navigate. I don't suggest we do it. Actually, there's nothing you can actually find through it right now. There's no real reason to go to it in this portion of this build of the game. There's a entrance to an unfinished world you can find, but there's nothing there. There's literally nothing in there.
Isn't
I'm
there
actually
an
gonna.
NPC that makes it green?
Yes, yeah. There's somewhere in the hell maze there is something you can talk to that turns the whole thing green instead of red. That was going to have a reason, but it doesn't yet. So I'm just gonna. I 9'd out, and I'm back in the Nexus now.
Yep, we're back in the Nexus.
Yeah. Sorry if that was a little confusing. I know that's kind of a confusing route to take, but there's not much there other than just seeing the clock world. Hell World doesn't do anything except for if you really know where you're going, it links to other worlds. But that's not necessary because this is a really small game compared to like Yume Nikki and pretty much any other Yume Nikki fan game. This one's like the smallest one because it's just I did not add that much to it. Someone using the shadow effect. Speaking of which, let's go get the shadow effect. So from now on, if we all have it, we can just come back here instead of having to 9 out all the time. So bottom right door of the Nexus. A million doors open at once. The army of florets. I kind of like this world too still. You can talk to this swing, and it'll move on its own, and then you'll hear someone laughing. That's necessary. You have to do that, I think, for this to happen. So make sure you talk to that swing. And then come all the way over here to the left.
Oh no, this is a maze.
Pass all these doors. Don't go in anything. And then come all the way over here, and you'll find a little shadow girl. She'll give you Phantom Effect, which is the meta mod. So if you use it, you will warp back to the Nexus. It has an animation that I'm pretty proud of too. You melt into the ground. Fun to do. So that is helpful. And if I ever just go through to like test play, it's usually one of the first effects I get along with this handles because it's just really useful to have it. I love the guitar music. It's so great. Like I love that I'm just like hearing people play guitar all over the place. I will have the halo effect on, I think. I feel like that's fitting. So we're back in the Nexus. I'm gonna go back into that world.
Wait. Where's the girl?
So you have to talk to the swing set. You have to turn to face it because you're behind it by default. So you have to turn to face the camera, pressing down. You talk to the swing set. Swing will move, and then you'll hear the girl laughing. And then what you do is, after hearing that, you walk all the way to the left until you can't walk anymore, and she'll be there.
Okay, that's...
Unless you already have it, and then she isn't there, I guess. And then we'll go ahead and go into this little building here. And yeah, you can press the button. I love hearing the million elevators. So yeah, this is the seabed area. Pretty much a reference to Phantasy Star Online.
Hell yeah.
Everyone's played that. It's like one of my favorite games. I still play that. Actually, I still play that game. But yeah, so this was like kind of a reference to that, but also I just really, really love underwater areas. And I just really wanted to see if it could be done with like the little like light refractions by the windows and all that good stuff. And there's some ghosts of sea life here. Spirit fish. And this is a really easy world to navigate. There's not really many places you can get lost. But when you get to this little fork in the road, keep going straight. We're going to go up here. And we're going to go into this room at the end here. This is the little lab. This song that plays in this lab was one of the first tracks I ever made. Here. People munching. They're munching. This song is actually just a MIDI being played through like Windows MIDI synth, and then I just recorded that and edited that from there. And it's a MIDI I made, but it's just like I like the way it sounded as a MIDI, so like I didn't want to like change it into a VST or anything. All Windows synth MIDI. South from there. Yeah, this melody shows up a lot. This is a melody that I came up with early on, and I just really like it. So I kind of like recycled it. Sort of like one of the game's themes. I'll wait until everyone makes it to this big room with the thing. Whatever this is called. Symbol.
Conspicuous symbol.
So it says the parallax background to make flowing bubbles is really creative. Thank you. I thought so too. I was pretty pleased with that. I was like, yeah, I feel smart. I love parallax backgrounds. I want to do more parallax background stuff. Okay, so from this room, big square thing, let's go right, and this should lead us out. Oh yeah, this leads us into this room, and then if you talk to the guy, the little dude in the lab, then this will transport you out to the open ocean. You can actually walk around out here. There's not anything... Oh, yes there is. There's an effect out here. Almost forgot. This effect went through a lot of iterations. It was originally like... If you ever heard of the anime Squid Girl or Ika Musume, it was originally like based on that, and I changed it because I don't know, I got like self-conscious about it being like such an obvious reference. But now I kind of miss it, and I want to bring it back. So in the next update, I'll probably bring it back, even though this is cute too with a little. Maybe I'll do a vote on it. You know, I'll let people vote. Like, what do we like better? Do we like the little thing, or do we like Ika Musume? If you go up here north of this thing, there's a shore you can't go anywhere. Like, this does not go anywhere, but it was going to, and it might.
Apologies for interrupting. How do you get to where you are? Because I kind of went into the room with the, I don't know how to, the jellyfish that makes a noise, and I don't know where to go now.
So, if he just made a noise and he didn't warp you anywhere, then you need to go back, and there was that really dark, like, underwater laboratory room in the seabed area, and that one, you have to talk to that one to make the other one warp you here.
Thank you for the clarification.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, so the one in the dark lab, you talk to that one, and then it'll activate the other one. It'll activate its almonds. Take you out here. That shoreline area, yeah, there's nothing there yet. But there will be. That's going to connect to something, probably. I keep saying will, as if I'm, like, already committed to, like, finishing the game, because, like, I still remember all the plans I had still, kind of. They're coming back to me anyway. Left now. There is an event over here that we aren't going to be able to get, most of us, unless we've gone further. Oh, this is a dead end, never mind. This area changed a bit. The layout of it changed. It used to be a little different. In the earliest version of it, the effect is out there in the open ocean. It's a lighter jellyfish. It's like a lighter blue. Gives you the little tentacle floret. Doesn't do anything. The idea I had originally for that one was that when you press the shift button, she sneezes and ink comes out. Good game effect. And then if we go down and left on this bubble hallway, stuff over here. This broken window here used to lead to a jump scare event, but it's not here right now. It comes back later. Like, it is in this build of the game, but you have to do something before. I forget what you have to do to get it to wake up. You might have to go and unlock the door that this key goes to. You can see we have a key in our inventory now. If you went in there, sealed key. No. So, Ninja, we are in the seabed area, and we're just in the hallway that kind of just leads through the thing. It loops. Like, yeah, I think that's just a loop. Down here, there is another entrance to hell, which we won't be going. Yeah, the eyes event is still there, but it takes. I don't even remember what I changed it to. It's exactly like it was, but it doesn't appear automatically. You have to like come back there after unlocking the door, I think. Lost again. Where am I? Oh, I tabbed out of the game again. That would help. Yeah, and then this room with the bubbles is literally just an entrance to hell. So like you can see it, and then we'll come right back.
Where to now?
You can try to navigate hell. There's just nothing in it except for that NPC that turns it green. But there's like literally nothing else here. There's nowhere you can only reach through hell. So like there's no true reason to go through it unless you really just like a good maze. And by good maze, I mean terrible maze. that world needs a lot of reworking. I am going to 9 out and regroup now. Oh wait, I forgot. I have the thing now. Well, whatever. I did it already. I'm not sure you have to even go there to get the current, like, ending. We are having a real thunderstorm outside my window right now. I felt like I should mention, and that's really rare for where I live now. I do not live in a rainy place anymore. I live in a really dry place. That's kind of funny that we have a real life thunderstorm going on now while we're playing this. So now that we're all here, let's go back into that same world again. There's another thing I want to show you guys in there. So this time you can ignore the swing set, you could ignore the ghost, and don't go into that same building. There's another door before that door, darker door. Around Halo on. So someone earlier mentioned that I should keep the halo on. I think that's a good idea. Kind of like denotes me as the person.
This one?
So this is a dark room. There's a bit of a maze here. I don't exactly... It's a really simple maze. It's not like the one in Yuminiki leading up to the entrance to the FC world. It's not quite that complicated. There's like a couple weird turns you have to take. Where am I? Can I get through here? Not like... I should look at where people are going. I'm lost now. Okay, here we go. If you can make your way down to that bottom right corner, there is an effect, there is a prayer there, and that will help you see. I did my light effect a little differently than it is done in Yuminiki. I don't remember how Yuminiki did it, but mine is literally just a dark image that lays over the screen when you don't have this equipped, and when you equip it, it just takes it off. But this next area is almost impossible to navigate without it, so I highly recommend grabbing it before you come in here and equipping it. And I wanted to have a thing where when you press shift, it would make your eyes go like and like flash. Fun. These little pink-eyed ghosts that just kind of move around in here, and they're harmless. And also, this is the city music that's playing in here. It's just very, very, very pitched down. And we find this door. This is another one of my favorite areas in the game, the monochrome area. I really love how this place turned out. I'm super pleased with it, even though it was like a little noise that plays if you look down that great. So even though it was like one of the easier areas to make, I loved making this, and I love making this kind of shit. Put the halo back on. This is there's a rock there. This is another area that's pretty hard to get lost in. You just go south. So you can't go south anymore. I'm proud of the music here too. This is another one I made myself, like from scratch, with just like some pads in FL Studio. I think I used the citrus and some grain, some like record scratch grain. Where would light help, please? Light is in that. If you go into the bottom right door of the Nexus, and you're in the silhouette world, you walk left until you find a black door. In the black door is a small maze with the light effect, and then once you have the light effect, you can get past the next room. Slightly longer maze. Eventually, you wind up here in the monochrome world. I don't know exactly what the inspiration for Monochrome World was, but I can tell you what the inspiration for the music in Monochrome World was. At least the music in this part where there's like a pad playing. There's a band called Telepop Music, and they have a song called Brighton Beach. And during like the chorus, I guess, it has a pad that sounds kind of... And I heard it and I was like, that's a really simple chord. I can probably recreate that with FL Studio. So I did. So that's what it is. It's just like me trying to recreate a chord from a song by Telepop Music. And here you can find the monochrome effect, which doesn't seem like it does much here, but if you take it out into any of the other worlds, it will. There is another event you can get here, but if you don't have the shovel, you can't see it yet. So I'm going to Phantom. I'm going to use the Phantom and go back to the Nexus. But no rush if anyone wants to linger there and enjoy the monochrome vibes.
Is the fog supposed to stay on the screen?
No, that's a glitch, unfortunately. So if you use the monochrome effect, it'll clear it. It'll clear all the... But it's not supposed to... The fog isn't supposed to linger, though, so if you have a really foggy screen after coming back from that screen...
Honestly, I think it's kind of neat. If I were you, I'd say add like a different audio effect and keep it.
Oh, keep the fog?
Yeah, keep the fog. It's like,
you know what?
It's like something it's something in the Nexus that like changes, you know?
Yeah, you know what? I think it would be really cool if the Nexus had different weather, depending on like what you do in the world. That's a really good idea. I'm gonna make note of that. Actually, that's really cool.
Yeah, that'd be sick, dude.
Nexus. I'm giving myself notes next time. Where should we go now? Let's get the shovel. We might as well. There's a few things that you need it for, I think. I'm going to go back into the top left door here, the gray machine door. And then from this door, yeah, just kind of follow the crowd and go left. And then we're going to want to go down here at this juncture. And then this door right in the middle here, I have to go around to. This is the 99 Rooms world. 99 Rooms was a Flash art project that some German artists made, like audiovisual artists, and it's like a mix of photos of abandoned factories plus animated like visual effects on the graffiti and like sound effects, and there's some like spooky stuff in it. And the idea was to have these weird graffitis on the wall that like move and change. And I still want to do that so bad. Just never got around to it. So really, it's just a maze. You go right, up, right, down, right, something like that. It's not too big. You won't get lost. You find the shovel in this room here.
The egghead is just peering through the window.
Yeah, there's a little dude that pops up there. A little crowded in here. You can change hands with shift. Oh no, she doesn't change hands. That's Yuminiki I'm thinking of. In Yuminiki, the knife changes hands when you press the use effect button. In this one, she just flips it behind her shoulder. So you can either be holding it on her side, or you can flip it up back to your shoulder. You know what? That was one of the harder things to program, is that fucking shoulder switch, the shovel switch. For some reason, that took me a lot of effort. I wouldn't say it was the hardest thing in the game, but it was not easy by any stretch of the imagination. Buy a shovel for the attack effect. I had this idea that Florette is someone who is trying to bury her problems, and also a shovel hadn't been done before, so. Is there a chair in one of them? Did any of the games use a chair? Banana killing effect when. We have a rusty key. I don't know if it's going to work here. Oh, it is going to work! So if you came with us to the seabed world and you have the rusty key, you can get the fucking sandwich now. Or the food effect. This is another one of my favorite effects. Punch. It makes a little nom
I'm
effect.
lost.
Where are you at?
Never mind. I found the sandwich.
Okay. So yeah, this is actually the city here. Before we go into the city, I want to show you guys the Game Boy world, because that's, I think, a dead end. I don't think anything goes from the Game Boy world. So if you go down from that door... Oh, there's an arrow there. It doesn't... Is it over here? Or is it just straight down? Oh yeah, it is in here. So if you go 2 down, and then 1 over left...
Dude, I love the music in here.
We found the Game Boy world. I had a lot of fun making the Game Boy world, I'm not gonna lie. This is the part where I use the org maker from Cave Story. So this isn't actually 8-bit music, this is whatever org maker is, like 16-bit, but it's like a really specific 16-bit synth used. There's a missing no joke in this room, but I'm not gonna bother reloading it a million times to see it. But you can if you want. In that like schoolhouse type building, if you reload it a bunch of times, there will eventually be a missing no in there. Like literally like the meme missing no, and it will crash the game for you. I'm gonna go in this little house here and remember this. Down here? Is this a dead end? So weird. I could have sworn that went somewhere. Forgive me, I've changed some things here, and I'm...
That is not nice on my eyes.
Yeah. I might make this area a little more visually easy on the eyes. Let's see. One of these houses leads somewhere. No, that's the entrance. Where are we going? Where am I going? Oh, okay. Directly up from the entrance is this house, which leads to the other part of the Game Boy world. This is where you get the Corin effect, if anyone... I want to do more of this, too. I want to do more of this side-scrolling stuff. This is a lot of fun.
It's really distinctly org maker drum.
Mm-hmm. If you climb this pyramid here, whatever it is... Annoying that I made those lanterns in the way. Catch him. He walks around a lot. Slippery bugger. So again, the Corins, for those who are still wondering, and I don't blame you because it's a weird thing to include without any context. They were just like my little fuzzy characters that I would draw on everything. They were just like basically like my OCs, and I used to draw them on everything. They were kind of like my mascots for a while. So I just thought having one in the game would be funny for like people who knew that, but it turns out not many people knew that. Kind of just like a really, really obscure inside joke. The name doesn't mean anything, it's just random letters I came up with. And then if you come back down here, there's some other stuff in the Game Boy world. I think I've lost y'all. Is everybody still up there where the Corrin effect was? Everyone's coming back down now. So if you come back down and then you exit this pyramid-like structure, you'll find yourself in this forest here. There's not much else in the Game Boy world. I think there's two other things you can do here. One is this horrible maze. I don't remember how to navigate this, I'm sorry. If you get through this maze, you can find like a mansion, but there's nothing in the mansion. It's a dead end, so it's up to you if you want to do that. I'm not sure I want to. I'm going to follow you guys. I'm just going to follow the crowd. Where are we all going? You're like, okay, if you like it. If you like it, then I feel a little better about it. Other people don't hate it.
I think I need to go now. I have my own game to work on, but like I've really enjoyed the tour. I'm definitely gonna finish this game in my own time.
Sure. Thank you so much for all your help.
Oh, it's nothing. Thanks for coming tonight.
Yeah.
All right.
Take care.
See y'all later.
Cheers. Yeah, so we're in the mansion. There's nothing in here. It looks like there should be, but there's not. I'm sorry. This was one of those areas that I was like, okay, I'll come back to this, and then I never did. There is one more secret in this world, though. If you can navigate back to the forest where we were a moment ago. I like this too. I kind of like how this mansion still turned out. There are some things that I'm still like, I still really like about this game, and then there are other things I'm like, ugh, I would change that in a heartbeat. But you know, that's how it goes, I guess. I'm glad you guys know where to go. I like how I could just follow the crowd here and just find my way back. The last time I did this stream, I just did this on my own. So hold on, everyone who just came out of that maze, before you go up, come back down over here, and come over here to the right, and there's a secret. You can jump on these pads here. You can come all the way over here. Yeah, there's a little secret room over here. There's nothing in it like that you can do. There's just a little bit of a kind of like a cool little creepy thing. But with that said, I am going to go back to the maze, the industrial maze. We can go look at the city now. I forgot you can get into the city from there. Oops, wrong way. Don't follow me.
Some people do not have the key.
Okay, you know what? Maybe we'll go the other way then. Let's go back to the Nexus, I think. I'm gonna warp back. You can either 9 out or you can use the Phantom effect if you have it. Just fun to watch. One of the things I'm most pleased with is that animation. Like I could just like the smear on it is fun to look at. Okay. So I didn't mention this before, but if you have the shovel equipped and you talk to basically any NPC, you will kill them automatically. So just be aware of that. There's not really any consequences for doing so, but it's one of those things where it's like, you know, probably good to know. We've done everything you can do in the snow world, I think. We've done everything you can do in the machine world except for go through that door into the city, but we'll go the other way. So let's go ahead and go into this green door again. And this is going to be an adventure for all of us, because I don't remember how to find it. So I'm just going to go due right from the door for about, let's say, these flowers, and then I'm going to go up. See where we end up. Oops, can't walk through the flowers. Well, these flowers are directly not like I didn't steal them from .flow, but I mean, if anyone who's played .flow probably recognizes the type of animation I did.
I
on
just
them.
made that connection.
Yeah, I literally just looked at them in .flow and I was like, oh, I could do that. I did that a lot. There's a lot of like just borrowed things in this game where I just looked at how they did it in another fan game or another game, period, and I was like, hey, I could do that. I could do that, and I did. Yeah, that's the glitch world. Let's not go back in there. Going up from there, maybe. I think we're gonna loop around in a minute. We did, but that was a loop. I think we just looped. Somewhere in here. Oh, here it is. Here it is. There's this threshold between two green.
A lot of us found our way to the Outland, so we're gonna wait there.
Okay,
guys, come back. Let's just wait here by the entrance.
Is this Egg Yolk World?
It's whatever you want to call it, really. There's that threshold between the two green kind of figure statue things, and then there's this sort of pathway of tiles. Oh, that drip drop animation is another thing I stole from YNOnline. Stole, as in I just looked at how they did it, how Kikiyama did it, and was like, yeah, I could do that. Very easy. And just fun. Like I love how it looks.
Someone's asking, do you have a favorite area from YNOnline?
My favorite area from YNOnline is probably the docks or the lake, where you get the witch effect. But I like every area in YNOnline, and that's a really hard call. I love the snow area too. Shit. I love the entire FC world. I love how it feels so nostalgic, and yet also it fills me with dread. Like I don't understand how YNOnline has such strong atmosphere. Like I feel like, like I'm glad people like this game, but the atmosphere is nothing compared to something like YNOnline. This is another one of those big worlds where you can get really lost. I'm just gonna go right. And there's like this sort of pentagon of candles. I guess I'll go down from here. I don't really remember where exactly. We're looking for a vertical row of candles that you can walk through. Yama, Klaufir. I went by sweatshirt when I started this game. I changed it. Okay, yeah, so if you walk through those candles there, it's actually pretty painless, actually. If you walk through the candles once, you will be in a different world, even though it doesn't look like it. And then you can come back up here, and we can go through the sewers into the city. This is the correct way to get to the city. Cop pretending he's not Kikiyama. Thank you to who corrected them on the pronouns. I'm not too worried about pronouns, really. I mean, like, I do prefer she, they, but it's okay. Don't feel bad. This is the city. It's just, I just wanted to make like a city area with like spooky, glowing things in it. I wish I had half the talent Kikiyama does, though. Like seriously, don't compare me to Kikiyama. I mean, they know what they're doing in a way I will never know what I'm doing. They have way stronger, like, design sense and art sense, probably. The music in YNOnline is so good. I'm not saying like don't compare me to them. I'm just saying, I don't feel worthy. I hear you guys killing them. I'll do it too. Need some money.
Someone asked in the chat, do you have any inspirations for the world before the city that was had all the candles?
The White World? That is based on a drawing I did, basically. I did the drawing. I think I did the drawing first. Did I do the drawing first? I don't remember. One came first. Basically, the only inspiration is, that world in YNOnline with the puddles on the ground? I just wanted to do the opposite of that, where it's bright instead of dark, and like you're seeing like a cloudy sky instead of like a stormy sky.
A bunch of you guys just raced off ahead. Make sure you're following Klo.
I lost it a long time
Not
ago.
too big of a. It's not too big of a world. The city. This little cafe here is where we were before. If anyone had the key and came in here before, and if you didn't have the key, I think you might be able to just open this now. Maybe not. Yeah, this leads back through to the industrial maze. And so here's the sandwich also in the trash back here, if anyone missed it. I think you might actually need the key in the current build of the game. The original format of that was that you could open that door as long as you came from this side, and then it would always be open. This lead? I think if you go up from the cafe, you end up leaving the city, maybe? Is this an alley? Can I walk through here? Oh, you can walk through here. Heck, I remember this. Oh, there's a Chimiko there, okay. Just be aware that if you hit a Chimiko with the shovel, she will attack you, and you will be warped to a prison.
Oh dear, I'm way lost.
Where are you at?
Entrance to checker tile path.
Okay, let me. I know where you are. Here, hold on. I will come back. I will guide you. I'm gonna run back there real quick. Anyone who's in the city, just
wait here.
Chill here for a minute.
Yeah, it'll just make it easier if we all just wait here.
Yeah, the city does loop around a bit, so like it can feel bigger than it is, but it's not that big. One of the smaller. Well, it's not one of the smaller maps, but it's not that complicated. It seems bigger than it is.
Is it okay to ask questions over VC?
Of course.
Absolutely, yeah, please.
Okay. I had a question about Florette's design. Was she designed specifically for this game, or was her design for something beforehand?
It was actually specifically for this game.
Oh.
I didn't really have any goal in mind when I started designing her. I just kind of picked colors that I liked. Hello? Are you the folks that were lost, or is there someone who's still back over there too?
I'm still lost. I don't know where I am.
Are you in this checker tile path area still?
Oh, I've been sticking around there. I'm not in it.
Here, let me. Are you in like the green world?
No, not the green world. It's like it's a door out of the city.
I'm not sure where that is.
Oh dear.
A couple people have left the group to get the effects. Well, don't worry about it if you get a little lost. I mean, that is part of the game.
It's like a cloudy area with red tiles.
Cloudy area. Like with a white background with like puddles with red clouds, or
No, it's red blinking tiles, and then the background is a black void, and there's clouds or whatever that is.
I remember this. Oh, that's in the city. Okay, wait, sorry, I completely forgot about that area. I know where that is.
Yeah.
Oh, you're not that lost actually. You can get out of there. That's just that leads into hell, I think.
Oh, I see.
I might have to reset the tour in a minute and go back to the Nexus. I think we're getting all split up and lost. There's not much else to show you in the city. The city is just kind of a cool area that I had some big plans for later. I found the main group again. If you're in that room, you should be able to just come back out.
Oh, I think I found everybody. They were all directly below where I was.
Yep. Yeah, that's
really
just
funny.
No worries. Yeah, that's another hell entrance, and it is not necessary. Is there anything else in here? There's the.
I think in the left of something, but I don't know what it is.
There's the guitar, right? Somewhere around here.
Oh yeah, there's the guitar effect is here. How do we find this? Let me turn my sandals off here. Let me stop running ahead of everyone. Yeah, the apartment complex is around here somewhere. So if you know where the cafe is, or like the little cafe with the things in the window, we can meet up there, I guess.
Yeah, sure.
Oh.
City can be a little confusing. Find it together. Hear those notes. Programming the guitar was a lot of fun. I basically just looked at how the flute in Yuminiki was programmed and just replaced it with guitar noises. All the guitar noises are, I made them in FL Studio. I just placed, I think I got a guitar VLC, or VST and just place notes. That's it. Is this it? What is this? That's not anything. What the heck?
Wacky.
It used to be something.
Awesome ladder moment.
Oh, okay. This is now a shortcut back to the snow world. So if you approach from this side, it becomes a shortcut. Keep going to the right, though. Yes? Yeah, down this little narrow alleyway, and then over here, there's a door with the square spiral thing over it. Yes, this is the building you can enter. It goes to the apartment complex. I was going to have the apartment complex be a much bigger and much more expansive area, and still might. You get this very bored Chimiko that doesn't really care about her job as the elevator person. Yeah, she's just like, whatever. Whatever. Yeah, this is the apartment complex, and if you go to the very last door, we can get the guitar effect. He doesn't have a name, but he's Florette's brother. I can tell you that much. That's all I can tell you. Basically, on guitar. Alright, we got some music going on. Look at this. We got a whole band. Fun. Game is lagging so bad when I try to play the guitar. It's like I hit the button and then it's like a second later or more.
My sounds are getting phased out.
Yeah, we've got some.
Flashbacks of the tour where the penguin effect in Tukey crashed it.
Oh, that was bad.
To get a screenshot of this. This is
Anybody
really fun.
remember the tour where I got sent to the hospital?
Oh my gosh. You got sent to the hospital in real life?
Yes.
Holy crap. I'm sorry. Not from the tour, I hope.
It wasn't from the game.
That's good.
I
That'd be
tried to
some
look
very
for my
powerful-
recording for it, and I don't have it anymore.
I was always very proud of how this, even though it's very simple, this is the way the apartment complex turned out, where it's just like super dark. And then in the background there, that's a picture I took off one of the. I took that picture myself from the roof of a building in Portland.
Mm.
Portland, Maine, or Portland, Oregon?
Or Oregon.
Oh, based.
I
on
lived
Eastwood.
there for the entire time I was developing this game. Because I moved there in 2009 for college, and then I was working on this from 2009 to like 2011 or 12, or I think it says 13 on the title
Did you go
screen.
to PFU or?
No, unfortunately, I went to the Art Institute of Portland, which is gone now.
This is so sad.
It is very sad. I regret it. Don't go to for-profit colleges. They're not good. But I love Oregon. I miss Oregon a lot. I don't live there anymore. I'm currently in Denver. But I lived there until like a couple months ago.
Excuse me,
really-
Colorado's still pretty nice.
Yeah. No, Colorado is wonderful. Like, I like it a lot so far, and I'm liking it more every day. But I love Oregon so much.
Yeah, no, I love it here. I actually live in East Portland, so.
Oh, nice.
I went to
Yeah,
Portland
the apartment complex
once.
will get expanded if the game gets expanded. I originally had a laundromat area. I took it out, but I'm going to put it back in. I like laundromats. They have vibes. I think that's all that's in the city right now. I'm going to warp back to the Nexus. How many effects do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, that might be all of them. We've gotten them all? Is that it? Did we do everything? Yes, we did. Yeah, if you have all 12, you can come back here, and there's a person here that just says leave. This is as far as you can get in this game currently. However, there's probably a couple events that we missed. I know we didn't do the monochrome scare event, and we didn't do the eyes in the underwater area. Let's do that one first. Who wants to come? We'll do some creepy stuff before we end the tour. Like I said, it's a small game. It's unfortunately not very big. I only got to add like maybe like a fourth of the first. A fourth of the things that I wanted to do. Sorry, like reading chat and stuff. Interestingly, both scare events you get through from here. So I'm gonna actually not go in the dark maze this time. I'm gonna go into the underwater one first.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Loudest
lordy.
elevator. Yeah, the monochrome event is the one I'm more proud of, but I'm gonna go show the underwater one first. Because it's like the OG like jump scare that this game had. It's not really a jump scare, it's just like a whoa, creepy. I guess you could call it a jump scare, but it's not like a full screen like, ah, gotcha! It's more like just like a thing that happens. And you're like, that's kind of creepy. Couple other events too. I'm forgetting something. I feel like there's other things I'm
Jump scare incoming. Turn the game off.
turn the game off. Jump scare.
I think the one you're forgetting is the one with the shrine maid. Wait, no, that's just the ending. Wait, no, never mind.
Well, yeah. If you want to see that, you can just hit any of the shrine maidens that are walking around, and they will eat you. That's you can just do that anytime. You can find them anywhere. I do think these types of games are meant to be played. Oh, there he is. Yeah. By a big mysterious thing. One thing about I'm just hearing a lot of crunching, chewing sounds. Then you have to press a button and you wake back up in the shrine. Progress on here. So I'm gonna go back in, and then I'm gonna go right back to the Nexus. Hello, everyone. And then this one I do want everyone to see. This is probably the event in the game I think I'm most proud of. So if you have the shovel, which I think everyone does now, take your shovel and come back into the same world again, the silhouette world. And this time we're going to go through the shadow maze. Fortunately, it means we have to navigate the maze again. I'm surprised there's even an hour worth of content in this, but I'm just, yeah, it really kind of makes me want to make more, honestly. I do have another game that I've been roughing out, concepting out for the last, oh god, I don't know how long. Probably since about 2015 or so. I've been doing concept art and, you know, like making notes and designing aspects for a game called Cast that I want to make. And I'm going to make it, but I think I might finish this first, just to kind of like get back into the, where am I? Oh, get back into the, that is not a throughway. But just to get back into the groove of making RPG Maker games, I think that just seems like a lot of fun. Be a good exercise to get reacquainted with how it all works. So for this one, we're going to go all the way through the monochrome world, and we're going to do the unthinkable. We're going to walk right up to monochrome girl, and we're going to hit her in the head with the shovel. And from there, I will let you just experience it. Where the fuck am I? The halo back on so I can find myself in the crowd. It's funny because like I don't see my own name, but I see everyone else's name, so I'm like looking for my name, and then I like okay. Homunculus game. I should add a homunculus area. Why not? I could totally do that. Awesome, I shit myself, said someone. Where was the Kirby effect? It's in the Game Boy world. If you go into one of the houses that's like directly north of the one you entered in, and then you go through the woods, I think. Or wait, is that where that is? You go through like a side-scrolling area, and then you come out, and there's like a bit of a maze, and you eventually find your way into this like pyramid type building. You climb to the top of that pyramid, and he's up there. Well, this is a lot less spooky with all the people walking around. So when these shadowy figures start to appear, you can avoid them for as long as you want, but eventually there's like too many of them and you can't. I like to see how long I can last before they get me. Face things.
Reality collapse.
And you'll find yourself in the shrine, but you'll notice it's monochrome. You can't interact with the altar or the spring, but you can leave. And leaving causes an event to happen. That chomp sound. Yeah, I think the chomping, crunching sound that things make when they like eat you is from Free Sound, and it's just like someone eating an apple. I think really loud. There was going to be an antagonist. There was going to be maybe not a final boss per se, but an encounter with something at the end of this game. Down here chilling. It's so funny to see everyone here in this like place. This one too. It's too funny. The end of the world. Yep. Floret wall. This is the final frontier here. But yeah, if you talk to, you'll notice this one is not one of us. This is a NPC here. It has a lot more effect when there's not like a million florets around, but she hits you with your own shovel basically. Then you wake up in like a random spot in the shrine. And that is it, I think. You got bonked. I wish I had half of the talent and the sheer ambition that like LOL does. Some of like the pixel animations, like using multiple tiles that LOL does, like I don't know how many of you have played .flow, but .flow has a couple events where like large NPCs animate all at once, and it required them to do like multiple sprites moving all at the same time, and like LOL is a VTuber? Oh my gosh, that's so cool. I need to go follow them. I love LOL's work a lot. And it's through LOL that I discovered some of my favorite artists, like ASGR. And because like the whole like you know the girls with the machine legs that walk around in the city, they're directly inspired by the same thing that some of LOL's machine girls are inspired by, which is ASGR's older art, where they had a lot of like really dystopian, like anime girls with bionic legs being like operated on by like machines and stuff. Like I was really into that kind of shit back in the day. I got into it through .flow. Oh, there's a little quartet of horns jumping. That's really cute. This has been a lot of fun. Thank you guys for joining me. If anyone else has anything to ask or to share or say, I mean, we can just chill now. We've seen all the important stuff, I think. I can't really think if there's anything we're missing. Like I said, it's been a while since I played my own game. There's probably worlds that I didn't remember to show you. Oh, there is actually a world that not going to bother trying to show you, but you might find it on your own if you play on your own. The only thing I'll tell you is that you get to it from this area. There's a world you can find randomly in the glitch world.
Cloud, real
You go
quick.
here.
Important question that someone privately DM'd me. They don't want to be named because it's an important
Yeah.
question. What's your favorite type of soup?
My favorite type of soup is... That's really tough. That's a tough one. I really like hot and sour a lot. It might be hot and sour.
My favorite kind of soup is cereal.
Yeah, well, that's a whole argument to get into.
Horrifying.
After hot and sour, I really like egg flour. I'm a big fan of all of the Chinese style soups. I'm crazy about all of them. They're so good. I love egg flour, wonton, and hot and sour, but hot and sour is like king of them all. I like a really good tomato soup with like actual tomatoes in it, as long as I have a grilled cheese to go with it. I like chicken noodle if it's like... Well, who am I kidding? I like all chicken noodle, but I really like homemade chicken noodle. Coffee is not a soup.
How many
You
people
can-
can we get jumping though?
I'll jump here, am I?
I don't know how many people have the effect, but if we can get like 30 people doing this, it would make a pretty good screenshot.
Yeah, it would. Yeah, this has been a lot of fun. Thank you all so much for joining me. This has been super cool.
Yeah, thank you for
And,
taking the time out of your day.
Yeah, thanks
Not at all,
for
I-
being here.
Yeah, I set aside time
Thank
for
you.
this. This is a lot of fun. I was really nervous about doing it, but it ended up being just relaxing and fun.
Yeah, this
Thanks
is
for
nice.
taking the
opportunity to being one of our guests of honor.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I'm so flattered. Thank you to this community. It's really cool. I always love the Yumaniki community so much. You're all so great. And like, it's funny because like, you know, I've participated in a lot of fandoms over the years, but the Yumaniki fandom is still kind of like the one that I like the most. Because I've never had any like drama in it. It's just been like cool people and cool art and just great stuff. Look at all that. Look at all those jumpers. Yeah.
Thank you for making the game.
Well, thank you for playing it.
Here, thank you for letting us host it.
And thank you for doing this, putting it online. This is actually really cool and really convenient for me too. It's really nice to just have like a place that it's just out there. Like it makes it so accessible. Like this is easier to access than just, like the actual game that you download, I think.
Another question. Sorry, real
yeah.
quick. Another question from the anonymous asker. Which Simpsons character do you think you could beat in a fight?
Which Simpsons character I think I could beat in a fight?
Yeah.
I think an easier question would be which Simpsons characters could I not beat in a fight? And that would be Sideshow Bob. He seems too crazy. And who else? I don't know. I'm feeling a lot of confidence right now, so I feel like I could beat up most Simpsons characters if I had to. I don't want to, though. I don't really have any animosity towards most Simpsons characters. But I feel like the only one who I'm like a little afraid of is Sideshow Bob because he's kind of like psycho. So maybe him. Yeah. Thank you guys again. I don't really know what else to say. This has been great. If you liked the tour and you haven't played the game on your own, definitely play the game on your own. But more importantly, play Yumaniki because Yumaniki is like, the game. Like my game is very obviously a fan game of it. And you know, there's so many things that I just directly lifted from Yumaniki or from other fan games because I really liked how there's like this community of fan work that kind of expands on the themes. Like there's something about Yumaniki that just everyone who plays it is like, I want to do this. I want to make my own dream exploration game. I want to put my dreams into a game and make them. And so I feel like everyone can really enjoy that. And it's not that hard to do. If anyone ever wants to like make an RPG Maker game, I suggest just doing it. because I had absolutely no experience when I made this. None. I still am not a programmer. The most programming I know is like I know how to write CSS. That doesn't factor into this. So like, you can just do this. Like if you ever want to make a game, just pick up RPG Maker or something like it and just do it. It's really not that hard. The hardest part is making all the graphics. That's like most of the work went into making the graphics and making the music, and everything else is just kind of putting it together in the engine to make a square. Yeah, I'll be the top left, I guess. Jumping power. Yeah, this has been a blast, and I'm surprised it went on for so long. It was a good almost 2 hours, about an hour and 40 minutes. Pretty good. And I'm sure there's a couple things that I missed, a couple of little details. There's a few rooms in the ice world I know that we didn't get around to seeing. There's little things. There's some Easter eggs. If you go and look on the website, which is, here, I'll type it in here, it's floret.yolasite.com. There is older versions of the game on there if you are interested in downloading and playing them, and they have most of them have access to the debug room, which has some other like cut things, and it also has like a room where you can just like mess around with all the different prayers. You can just like, yeah, there's an April Fool's version on there too, and that's worth checking out, even though it's not an actual version. There was I don't remember what year it was, but there was one year on April 1st I released, like, I was like, here's the new version of Answered Prayers, and everyone was like, no fucking way, and it's just that. but then that wasn't the last version. I had to make a real update after that. I do kind of want to work on this more. It's been on hiatus forever, and there's a long period where I was like, no, I'm just not going to. But like, I don't really have any reason not to. I kind of want to, and like, I have all the assets, and I have a lot more skills now, and there's definitely things I want to change. I want to update the Nexus a little bit. I like it. Please need just a little bit of work. I feel like I can do better with the grass now. Thank you all so much for your support and for all the nice things you've been saying. Yeah, the last update came out almost 10 years ago. Oh god, you think you feel old? I feel ancient. But a lot has changed since then, and I have a fresh set of ideas I want to bring to the table. And also, like I said, I have a whole nother game that I'm planning to make. And whether or not I continue working on Answered Prayers, I will absolutely be making that game. That's like I put so much work into the concept art and the idea I have for that I have to do it. Yep, yeah, it is, actually. It is. I'm going to just make it in RPG Maker, I think. Barring 28? Why are we 28?
It's a local meme. It's a local meme.
Local meme. 28.
28.
28! That's a 2-key meme. That's so cute. Rurotsky holding the 28. I love Rurotsky. Form a 28. Are we organized enough to do that? Can we actually do that?
Oh yeah, do that.
Okay, I'll be... Are we gonna... I'll be the bottom of the 8. How about that?
We're forming the 2. Now you just have to have the 8.
Oh,
now.
I see the 2. The 2 is good. Okay, so... Just hive-mind it up until it looks right.
Well, some people got to move from the 8 there.
Yeah, there's a few people in the middle there. I'm gonna stand off to the side. You almost got it. You almost got it. Here, I'll get in the side here. Okay. Perfect. Almost perfect. Almost so close. So close.
That one person has to move, but I think they're
there's
AFK.
one person. Oh, really? It's a filled-in 8 then. It's close.
Auto shift over.
Oh, they're gone. Now someone's in the top middle.
Move.
Whoever's in the top middle
Oops,
of the 8.
I pressed the number.
Move.
I pressed the number on accident.
Oops. You just got yeeted out. Yeah, someone filled in your spot. Don't worry. Oh, there it is. There it is.
We had it.
We had it for like 1 second. Yes, got it. And there's an exclamation point even. 28. Okay, and then, so someone earlier asked me, now that we've gone through the tour, they asked me what my favorite effect was. That is a very tough call. I think it's gonna have to be... Phantom. I think my favorite effect is Phantom because of the animation on it. I'm very proud of the animation on it. It's like the sound design of it and stuff. I think it turned out really cool, and it's like exactly what I was going for. I remember in the margins of my sketchbook, I was designing like what I wanted it to look like, with a little like smear animation, the smear frames when she falls into the hole. So that's probably my favorite effect, if I had to pick one. Also, if anyone didn't notice, every effect changes the portrait art. There's one for each.
What if everyone put on the Phantom effect and we all timed it and used it at the exact same time?
Might break the game. Try it.
Maybe we shouldn't do that.
Try it.
Cloud,
I'll go Phantom. I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm already Phantomed up.
Should it be 3, 2, 1, go? You should count it down.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, okay. So we're gonna do it on 0, okay? 3, 2, 1, 0. Oh, it's really cool watching everyone reappear all at once. That's pretty great. That is really cool. Alright, thank you everyone. I have to pee. I've been drinking soda this whole time, so I think I'm gonna go, but yes, just one more thank you to everyone, thank you to this community, and thank you to everyone who has played this game over the years. I really appreciate it. Like, it's genuinely moved me how many people like still come to me and are like, thanks for making this, and like, like this is my favorite Yume Nikki fan game. I don't see how, but I believe you, and I'm really grateful. And I hope if I ever do come back to it, which is getting more likely by the second, I hope I can actually make something that I feel is worthy of that. Because right now, just having played through all of it, I'm like, man, that feels like a demo. Or like a tech demo for an ancient RPG Maker version. There's like hardly anything there to me, but I would like to add about 3 times that much content if I was going to. If I had my way and I had all the time and energy in the world, I would add. Yeah. So thank you by the way, Cyan, and thank you to whoever said read Homunculus. Anyone who is interested, I have a comic I'm working on. That's what I've been working on for like the entire time I've not working on Answered Prayers. Like, it's like I don't just not make things anymore. I've been focusing really hard on my comic and my storytelling. So if anyone wants to read Homunculus, I guess I'll chill it out a bit. Homcomic.com. Right there. It's just a webcomic, and it's nowhere near finished. It takes like maybe like an hour or less, probably less, to just catch up with all that's there. Oh yeah, definitely less. But that is my current like main thing that I'm doing. But I'm really getting the urge to work on this again, or to work on something related to RPG Maker. I've been seeing a lot more kind of like revival, like people are getting back into it, which is really cool. I thought it would just die out, but like people kind of like bringing it back, and I see it more, and like there are games being made that are like directly inspired by these old RPG Maker games. Like I think Omori was either made in it or like looked like it was made in it, which is pretty cool. And like a lot of recent things. Who's my favorite Homunculus character I made? I love them all. I think Sequoia is probably my favorite character, but it's only because Sequoia has become the de facto main character. Because originally there was no main character. Nellie was kind of the main character because a lot of the plot revolves around her because she's the first one. But Sequoia is becoming the character that we see most of the events through her eyes. and she's kind of like becoming the most relatable character. So probably Sequoia, but I love them all. Or Maya, I love Maya too, or all of them. I can't pick a favorite. I can't do that. I can't pick favorites. I love them all. Yeah, if you like my work, read Homunculus. But stay tuned. I might actually come back to this and do some stuff on this. No promises, but I can't just, after all the support I've gotten over the years, I feel like I can't just leave it where it is. I have to do something. Best anime, Serial Experiments Lane, or Ghost in the Shell Standalone Complex. They're tied for me. You get your realistic, socio-political cyberpunk, or very surrealistic, artsy, philosophical cyberpunk. They're both great for different reasons. Cyberpunk anime needs to come back. That's my hot take. I wish grungy cyberpunk anime would come back. All I want. And I need to dig up all my old notes. What now?
That anime taste tracks for a Yume Nikki fan, I think.
Yeah. And Kaiba, too. Watch Kaiba. Kaiba rules. I'd put Kaiba pretty high up there, too. I'd say it's like among my favorites. Masaki Yuasa. Kaiba. Why Florette? The name. Because she has fluorescent barrettes in her hair. That's all. That's it. And I think someone asked earlier, but her design is just like whatever I came up with while I was... Like, literally, all I did for her design was take the Madotsky sprite into RPG Maker, or into GIMP, rather, and kind of make... Because I noticed all the characters for these games are usually recolors of the Mado sprite. So I thought I'd keep in tradition with that. And she just turned out how she did. Green barrettes are on Etsy. I'm going to become Florida. I kind of want to get some myself. Yeah, like bright chartreuse green barrettes. I feel like they would look good. They would look good on me. I have like long brown hair now. They might complement it. I don't know. A couple people have done Florette cosplays. It blows me away. I literally can't believe it. How on earth? Oh my god. That's crazy. I can't believe people have done it, but I'm really flattered that people have done it. Yeah. I didn't really... That wasn't me either. I think that's just the fandom kind of decided that, and I'm fine with that. A couple people have mused that Florette is probably a little older than some of the other Dreamers, and I'm not going to confirm or deny that. Florette was designed to be a pretty vague character. She doesn't really have a specific age. Whether or not I've said anything to that effect on the past, currently I'm feeling like Florette is just she's kind of like everything that isn't really specified is kind of up to your imagination. She exists, and she is Florette, and all that you know really is that she has some reason for being in that shrine and not wanting to leave, I guess. Alright, I really have to pee. Thank you, everyone. I'm gonna go now, okay? Thank you all so much. Yeah, she hates the rain.
Thanks for the tour.
Bye, thanks for the tour.
Thank you all for coming.
Have a good rest of your day, Klo.
Thank you, you too.
Klaufir.
Thank you.
Good. Have a good day. Stay safe and all that.
You too. Alright, bye everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Alrighty, so that's going to conclude the tour, guys. Thanks to everyone who showed up and joined us for the tour. Hope you all have a good rest of your day, and there'll be another tour next month.
Thanks, Yo.
Thank you.
Thank you.